2022, and that this regular hybrid meeting is being held via webinar and in person. Both adequate and electronic notice of this meeting were provided according to law by written notice to the Morristown Daily Record, the official newspaper of the town of Morristown, and to the Newark Star Ledger, both more than 48 hours ago. Notice was also posted in Town Hall and on the town website and filed in the office of the town clerk of the town of Morristown. I do further state that I shall enter into the minutes of this meeting a statement that such notice was furnished as particularly described by me in this public announcement. Take a roll call. Councilwoman Cotton.
Present.
Councilwoman Foster.
Here.
Councilman Iannacone.
Here.
Councilman Silva.
Present.
Councilman Umbriak.
Here.
Council President Armington is excused this evening. Councilwoman Mayer.
Here.
Ms. Vice President, you have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you, and if everybody will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Before we proceed with the consent agenda, I'm just going to ask all of us to speak into the microphones because I've received many text messages and messages from the public saying they can't hear us when we speak if we're not speaking into the microphone.
Okay. Please be aware that public comment during the public hearing portions of this meeting will be held both in person and through the Zoom app at the appropriate time. Members of the public wishing to speak should indicate so by raising his or her hand in chambers or in the app. To comment via Zoom, click on the raise your hand icon at the bottom left side of your screen. You may also raise your hand by pressing *9 on your phone. When it is your turn, the moderator will send a signal through the app and ask that you unmute yourself so that you may be heard. To unmute yourself on the phone, press *6. Okay, it's organized. We have 9 items on the consent agenda this evening. I have broken them into 3 separate groups because members of council will not present at certain of the meetings for which minutes are being considered. So I would ask, so for consent agenda items 1 and 2, Councilman Silva, Councilwoman Foster, you will be abstaining. With that, may I please have a motion to adopt items 1 and 2 from the consent agenda?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay. Councilwoman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster abstains. Councilman Iannacone?
Yes. Councilman
Silva abstains. Councilman Umbriak?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Mayer?
Yes.
Motion carries. Excuse me. Consent agenda items number 3 through 6. Councilwoman Cotton, you were not present for those, so you will be abstaining. I would ask for a motion to adopt consent agenda items 3 through 6.
I'll make a motion to approve items 3 through 6.
I'll second.
Okay. Councilwoman Cotton is abstaining. Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone?
Yes.
Councilman Silva?
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer?
Yes.
Motion carries. And then please, I would ask for a motion to adopt consent agenda items numbers 7 through 9.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay. Councilwoman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer? I'm
Yes.
sorry, you're supposed to go last. Councilman Silva?
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Mayer?
Yes again.
Old habits die hard. Okay. At this time, I will open up the floor for a public hearing on any matter. For remote members of the public, please raise your hand in the Zoom app to indicate that you would like to speak. If you've joined the meeting via telephone, press *9. Kindly state your name and address and limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. Be advised that any derogatory comments targeting members of council and/or administration may be ruled out of order. No comments were received via email.
Anybody present that would like to speak? Please come on up.
Nothing.
Hi, good evening. Mary Morse, 27 Continental Avenue, Morristown. I would like to address the issue once again of putting speed bumps in on Continental, which intersects with Sand Hill, coming off of South Street. I myself have almost been hit numerous times while walking my dog. The traffic that comes off of 287 speeds down South Street heading to the business centers. No one stops to cross, even though the crosswalk is there. Mayor Doherty was standing there with us once as one of the cars came blowing right through the stop sign. We had a speed thing put up on the telephone pole at one point. They said it didn't go, no one was going fast enough. I personally would like to see the results of that and have it done again because we need speed bumps. We were told that the snow plows do not like them. Well, then the rest of the streets that have speed bumps should have them removed also. So that's my grievance. And it represents a good 10 households.
Thank you.
Oh, there's no discussion?
They'll
We
discuss it
hear all
after.
public comments first, and then we reply later. Thanks. Is anybody else coming up to speak? Jillian, is there anybody on Zoom?
No, I do not see any hands raised on Zoom.
All right, we will close public comments. Mayor Doherty's,
Yeah, we'll address that.
okay.
Jillian, you want to address it?
Sure. I do recall we had a community meeting in your neighborhood some years ago before COVID. We did have engineering conduct a speed study. What we can do is have them repeat the speed study.
Yeah. when you're
Yes,
done,
of course.
yep.
All right. Thank you.
I know we don't interact with the public when the public session is closed. I just do have one question. Speeders coming off of 287, is that where they're generating from? Come up here for a
You have to
second,
come
just
up
so
to
I get the right information.
Can you, I'm sorry, because there are people at home.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I actually witnessed tonight, as I was walking my dog, 2 ambulances trying to get through the light at the off-ramp of 35 to go to the hospital. They had the lights going. Cars were not stopping. They were coming up South Street. They were going through because the light was green. They wouldn't let the ambulances through. The delivery people and whether it's food or product, Amazon, FedEx, whatever, they have very large vehicles. There are a ton of cars parked on both sides of the street, and it's a blind corner. They go down that street easily 45 miles an hour, another one coming up. There will be an accident at some point.
So-
There are little kids that are out.
So the question is the speed on South
is horrific.
South Street or Continental?
Both.
Both.
I
Okay.
can't get across to go down to Ginty to walk the dog because no one will stop.
Yeah,
And they're
that's a-
flying.
I think that's a county road for the speed
All right, well
humps.
then
But
come
we'll
down
look. We'll
onto
talk to the county too.
Continental. Okay.
Right.
We are
So
very
we'll-
concerned about Continental.
Right, that said is county.
Continental and Sand Hill, where the stop sign is, where you were standing.
Yep,
They
I
blow
remember
right
it.
through the
Yep.
stop sign.
Okay, we'll get that study going. We'll talk to the county.
Thank you.
And then Jillian will reach out, make sure you have the right contact information.
27 Continental.
If you'll come and just
And then she'll let you know when the results are in.
write down your contact information for me. Just let it go.
We'll move on to the mayor's proclamations.
Yeah, let's, we're going to start with.
Presentations?
Presentation, we'll start with Marissa Sweeney and then we'll do.
Yes.
David. Oh, you get to come on up. And I don't think you should eat cupcakes either.
That's okay.
Oh, gosh, no.
Full sugar, full fat.
The way they should be.
Which way?
That way, or that camera there.
You want to look at that camera?
Okay.
So you come over this way. All right. Okay, I'll wait till you finish. All right? Okay, thank you. All right, we'll be in touch. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so this is a little bit off the the change in when we do proclamations. I'm going to just briefly talk about Marissa Sweeney, briefly. I met Marissa probably over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And when she came to Morristown, she hit the town running. Really, she literally was running in the town. Not running physically, but hit the town running business-wise. And I've gotten to know her over a decade now, and from her bringing the movement of health into our community as it was starting to go this way, where everybody starts talking about health and better way of living, better eating, better exercising. Obviously, you'll find out why. And since that, I have watched her grow in this community. I've watched her take the community and grow the community. She now sits on our planning board, amongst other things that she does for the residents of Morristown. So it is her 10th anniversary. Now, those who are in small business know how difficult it is to stay open 2 years versus 10 years and 20 years and 30 years. So one, it's an inspiration for people who are just starting out their businesses and people who have been in business. We love to recognize people that invest in Morristown and continue to invest in our town. So we wanted to take this time to present you with a proclamation for your hard work and your dedication to our residents and our community, especially in the health and well-being of all the people that you know and all the people that you've reached out and helped by. I have my own personal experience, and then my wife is a certified yoga instructor because of you. So it's amazing how many lives you have touched. So if you don't mind, I'll read this into the record, and then we'll move on. Okay, whereas 2012, Marissa Sweeney, a registered dietitian, certified yoga teacher, owner of Vegan Local, and past president of the New Jersey Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, founded Be Well Integrative Health Services in the town of Morristown. Be Well IHS is located at 16 Bank Street in Morristown, and its mission is to provide science-based, empirically, like that, supported holistic health and wellness services that lead individuals to an optimal state of health and happiness. Be Well IHS is a group of licensed healthcare practitioners from various clinical disciplines that work together as a collaborative team to provide a complete and holistic approach to patient care, including the services of registered dietitian nutritionists, psychologists, and licensed clinical social workers, acupuncturists, Reiki practitioners, massage therapists, and certified registered yoga teachers. Be Well IHS is, in addition to their wellness services, clinical work, and medical integration offerings, specialize in creating customized corporate wellness plans. Marissa Sweeney has always been and remains engaged in volunteer work within the Morristown community. She has organized and hosted free or donation-based health and wellness events and programs, including nutrition and cooking classes, biometric screening days, health fairs, and fitness events, as well as nonprofit fundraising. She has also created community nutrition programs for SNAP eligible individuals in collaboration with medical partners, and has founded the Mayor's Morristown Wellness Campaign. How to get that in there. Now, therefore, I, Timothy P. Doherty, Mayor of the town of Morristown, on behalf of all the residents of the town of Morristown, do hereby proclaim October 1st, 2022 as Marissa Sweeney Day in the town of Morristown, and I call upon residents, community leaders, and the business community to celebrate and recognize the 10-year anniversary of Be Well IHS and Marissa Sweeney for her continued public service and acknowledge her in her role providing vital health services within our community. It couldn't be more important that people like Marissa dedicated to the health and well-being of our residents, and we all want to thank you and continue to support you and do your hard work. And if you want to say a few words, say a few words.
I'm going to have to say a few words. Thank you. This is really, I'm not sure who should be talking, so I'm going to talk to everybody. Yeah, this is really an honor. Thank you. Be Well on October 1st, as Tim said, is our 10-year anniversary, and Be Well is my heart and my soul and my whole being, and I've put all of my time and my energy and my effort and everything I have into Be Well, and it wouldn't be half of the success that it's really grown to be, far more than I anticipated in the past 10 years, if it wasn't for the Morristown community and the support and the love that we've gotten from everybody. And with the volunteer work that we do, me and the staff and everybody at Be Well, it's just giving that love right back. So thank you. I appreciate this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to be presenting this to Councilman Silva. It's National Hispanic Heritage Month. I wanted to, obviously, how active you are in the Hispanic community and everything that you do. So I would like to present this to you to share with the Latino community. September 15th through October 15th is recognized as National Hispanic Heritage Month and is marked by celebrations highlighting the achievements of Hispanics and Latino Americans and their contributions made to our communities. Hispanics have a profound and positive influence on our country through their strong commitment to family, faith, hard work, and service. They have enhanced and shaped our character with centuries-old traditions that reflect the multi-ethnic and multicultural customs of their community. Hispanic Heritage Month was first observed in 1968 under President Lyndon Johnson and was expanded by President Ronald Reagan in 1988 to cover a 30-day period. September 15th is significant because it is the anniversary of independence for Latin American countries, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. In addition, Mexico and Chile celebrate their independence days on the 16th of September and September 18th, respectively. Also, Columbus Day, or Dia de la Raza, which is October 12th, falls within the 30-day period. The term Hispanic or Latino refers to Puerto Rican, South or Central American, or other Spanish cultural origins, regardless of race. On the 2010 census form, people of Spanish, Hispanic, or Latino origin could identify themselves as Mexican, Mexican American, Chicano, Puerto Rican, Cuban, or other Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin. National Hispanic Heritage Month is a time to honor the contributions Hispanics have made throughout our history and acknowledge their positive impact on our community. Now, therefore, I, Timothy P. Doherty, Mayor of the Town of Morristown, do hereby proclaim September 15th through October 15th as National Hispanic Heritage Month in the Town of Morristown, and I encourage Morristown residents, community organizations, and local officials to observe this month with the appropriate ceremonies, activities, and programming. I can't thank you enough. You know how I'm treated with the Hispanic community and how you are so dedicated to what you do, and how Latinos in our community are dedicated to what they do. We are all one community. We truly are a diverse community and one community, and want to thank you for your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I say what I prepared to say this evening, I just want to thank Mayor Tim Doherty, because he truly has been supporting the Hispanic community since I know him, probably from before. One of the darkest chapters of Morristown history was under the leadership of Mayor Donald Criscitello. And there was a lot of situations that affected the families of Hispanics. And Mayor Tim Doherty stepped up to run to be a mayor, and he promised to support our community, and he has done it. Therefore, Morristown is blessed to have a person and many members in the community, even here in our body, that support the Hispanic community. And as a result of that, I am the first Hispanic councilman in Morristown in the history of this beautiful town. I truly consider honored to stand here to receive the proclamation on behalf of the Hispanic community in our beautiful town of Morristown to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Today we are able to celebrate our heritage because of many brave immigrants before us who came to this country, as many of our ancestors did from different parts of the world, in what I consider one of the greatest waves of immigration our country has seen. It is not a secret that the wave of Hispanics and Latinos to our country has been tainted by a broken immigration system that reminds us that we need an immigration reform. To be more specific, we are at least 50 years past due on this reform. One of the things that I want to highlight as we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month is that this celebration becomes successful only as people learn more about cultures, struggles, virtues, and contributions of the Hispanic community in order to reshape the perception of Hispanics and Latinos in our community and in our country. Since the immigration reform depends on politicians in Washington who are not giving the importance it deserves, we at a local level must continue working with immigrants so they can advance their lives and become great contributors in our community and in our nation. In 1968, Latinos represented only 4.5% of the total U.S. population. Today, the Census Bureau estimates that Hispanic Americans make up 18.7% of the U.S. population. As a group, Hispanics have made significant contributions for generations since the Second World War. Latinos have had an opportunity to thrive and bring their talents to the country in all areas of life. The presence of Latinos in the United States impacts its economy. The purchasing power of Hispanics is about $2 trillion a year. Likewise, there are more Latin American entrepreneurs than Asians and African Americans. In the last decade, Latino startups have been constant growth by starting new businesses with the creation of jobs and increasing the purchasing power. But also, the average Latino has contributed in ways that have not been appreciated by the vast number of people in our country, like doing the work that most of average citizens in the United States won't do, like restaurant workers, hospitality industry, cleaning. To me, they are the unsung heroes, because not only they take these jobs, but they help their communities in a great way. We must notice that Latinos have contributed in many other fields. Latinos have made their mark and continue to contribute in positive ways. One of the ways that I want to highlight tonight is sports. Anybody likes baseball? So see all the last names that make the records. Today's young Hispanic and Latino Americans will be our teachers, our doctors, lawyers, and engineers, our business leaders and entrepreneurs, and our elected officials and community leaders of tomorrow. There is no doubt that young Hispanic Latin Americans will continue to contribute in greater numbers to the success of this nation. Tonight we have here among us Noemi Zavala. She's a young student of law in New York, and she is also a commissioner for MHA. However, while there is a reason for hope, I am concerned that more needs to be done to address the looming challenges that we as a community face. We continue to strive for unity, breaking down stigmas, barriers, and biases, and move towards progression and change for the better. Hispanic community don't want handouts, but they want more opportunities for education for their children, and we need more programs for educating even the adults. I personally can relate as a first-generation immigrant. I came from Colombia 33 years ago with my young wife and my 2 little daughters. And I was seeking a better life. I was fleeing from violence. Giving safety to my kids and my wife. And we came here with our family. For more than 10 years, we didn't see our families back. One of the greatest moments in my life was when I was sworn as a citizen. Today, I can say that my dream has turned into reality, and I now seek ways to help others to achieve the same dream and become an asset to their community. As a faith community leader, as well as a councilman, the first Hispanic in the history of Morristown, and now in my second term, I strive to be as involved and to help be part of a movement that breaks down those barriers and stigmas. And it is an honor to represent the Hispanic community, to serve all communities in Morristown. I'm not here to serve only Latinos. I'm here to serve all communities in Morristown, and I have demonstrated that here as I work in council. So thank you. God bless America. God bless Morristown. And thank you, Mayor.
up for
I'm not following that. You do learn one thing when you've been mayor for a little while is you do not follow pastors. and I've experienced that many times over the last few years, but I'll be as quick as possible. The virtual revaluation information session went off the 15th without a hitch. Saturday the 17th, they had the rabies clinic here, was very successful. And the Morristown Jazz Festival on the Green was another success. The 23rd of Friday, the Shade Tree Commission, Tawana, I believe you were there. Sandy, were you there?
No, I was.
No? Were you there, Tawana?
Couldn't make it.
No? Okay, well, Kristen Ace was there, that's for sure.
Was.
And it was a great, a lot of volunteers. And this is important. This is really important because this is all about our climate. Shade Tree Commission alone with 100 volunteers. And I couldn't make it, I was away. The New Jersey Tree Foundation helped plant 40 trees at Granby Park. And these are not small trees. 40 trees. That is amazing feat for the Shade Tree Commission, and I appreciate everything that Kristen Ace does as the leader of our commission, as the chairwoman, and the Shade Tree, and how seriously they take our Shade Tree canopy and our public trees. Saturday, October 1st, mark this, Kiwanis Club is doing the shred event here at Town Hall. It's $6 per bag or box, not to exceed 10 pounds. It is a great way to get rid of all that paperwork that's been sitting in your basement or your den or your closet or whatever. Shred it, get rid of it. And I'm telling you, it's a great event. That's 9 to 12 this Saturday. October 2nd, who's here? Who's in the partnership? You'll announce it too. The partnership is having its fall festival. That is Sunday. Visit morristown-nj.org for more. Another great event that's coming to Morristown October 7th, which is our Festival of Books. That begins Friday evening at MPAC. Visit morristownbooks.org for more information. That's Friday night, October 7th through Saturday, October 8th. Monday the 10th, reminder everybody, the town hall is closed in observance of Columbus Day. October 15th, mark your calendars. Volunteers, we need people from the town and council, is the town-wide fall cleanup. Meet at the town parking lot. Volunteers are needed. Register townofmorristown.org/rec 9 to 12. That is the 15th. Excuse me. Okay, Denise, can I announce the retirements? Okay, Denise Huey. Did everybody know Denise? She works in the court. 34 years with the municipal court. She started in '88 and a violations clerk and is retiring the title of Deputy Municipal Court Administrator. She is retiring after 34 years. We wish her well. David Geary, he's retiring after 34 years with the town of Public Works. He started as a laborer in '88 and is retiring as the title of Senior Maintenance Repairer. He really pretty much takes care of the building here. He is a fixture in Morristown, another 34-year employee. So Morristown employs some great people. People are committed to this community and to their job here in municipal government. Happy trails, as they used to say back in the 70s, I think. Dave and myself. So happy trails to both of them on their retirement and wish them great success in all the endeavors they're going to do. You have something, Tawana? No?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, yes. Well, he retires when? October 1st. And Captain Michael Buckley is retiring October 1st. How many years of service? Chief?
27.
What? 27 years of service. So we wish him great success and happy trails in his endeavors and his retirement. It's 27 years of service and retiring at the level of captain. So we wish him good luck and success in his retirement. Anybody else? That's it. Thank you.
We'll move on to council liaison reports. Why don't we start at the right, Nathan? We'll go right down.
Sure, just briefly, just echoing from the Environmental Commission, the mayor already noted Saturday, October 15th at 9 a.m. is the fall cleanup. We do need volunteers. Hopefully it will be a great event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
MHA, I reported last time what was reported last night at the meeting. The only new thing last night was that Mr. Derek McCoy has his appearance at the first meeting as a commissioner. We voted for him last time, so he started last night.
Great.
Terrific.
Partnership. Toshiba?
Partnership, you all should have received,
This is
council members,
fantastic.
the Autumn Morristown brochure from the partner. Oh, there's also some available at the, in the back for members of the public if you would like to take one on your way out. Just really quick, 2 updates that they wanted to make the Morristown community aware of. These will be distributed also at the Morristown Fall Festival on the Green. The Autumn in Morristown feature section appeared in the Sunday, September 25th issue of the Star Ledger and online at nj.com and morristown-nj.org. It highlights the festival and upcoming Greater Morristown community programming. Additionally, as the mayor already spoke about, the Morristown Festival on the Green will be this Sunday, October 2nd, 12 to 5 p.m., rain or shine. They're going to have 178 exhibitors, 4 stages of music programming and entertainment, carnival games, kids' play area, and beer tent, all returning in this year, 2022. They're grateful for the participation and support of the town and all of the community partners and look forward to a great weekend in Morristown. Thank you.
I'll report on the Morristown Parking Authority in conjunction with the Fall Festival. Parking is free on Sunday at the meters, as it always is, but it's also free in the garages, but you have to vacate your car by 6 p.m. So please come out and enjoy the Fall Festival. I mean, it's rare that we give out free parking like that, so it's a bonus. It's just a wonderful day for everybody.
Okay, yes. Saturday, September 10th, the Shade Tree Commission celebrated the finishing of the J. Porter Community Grant at Jersey Cottage Playground with residents. The tree identification book was tied to the new bench, and everyone who attended was happy for the remediation work. The new town arborist, Evan Deluvio, I'll say that, try that again, Deluvio, okay, has officially started. And as the mayor mentioned, on Friday, September 23rd, 40 donated trees were planted in George Granby Park. The trees were gifted to the Morristown Shade Tree Commission from Modern Meadow through the New Jersey Tree Foundation. This is a direct result of Kristen Ace's continued effort to connect our town with other tree planting organizations. The fall planting specs will be completed with the hopes of going out to bid this week. Shade Tree Commission will be planting in Ward 1 and 3 and Morris Avenue of the Business District. There will be some calorie pear removals in the Business District this fall, as some of the trees have died and become brittle. All trees will be replaced in 2023. The Shade Tree Commission will have an invasive species information session in November. Details coming. Shade Tree Commission and Friends of Foots Pond Wood partnered to create a native garden planting at Ledgerwood Park at the back of the fence line. This is the beginning of replacing all the invasives removed last year along the fence line and creating native habitat in the park. The DPW helped the Shade Tree Commission to remove a huge area of invasives along the slope of Jacob Ford Park. The Shade Tree Commission will lay a biodegradable mesh and throw seeds for the next few years until the soil is remediated and can hold native shrubs and grasses. The Friends at Foots Pond Wood, under the umbrella of the Shade Tree Commission, continue to remediate Foots Pond's forest by removing and replacing invasives with native plantings with great success. And remember to vote for the Summer Beautiful Tree on Instagram. Thank you.
All right, so before we continue, I was also sent an email and asked to read that about the Ledgerwood Park. So the Friends of Foots Pond have taken over basically and helped out and remediated Foots Pond, and now they're willing to help out at Ledgerwood, and we're trying to find basically Friends of Ledgerwood Park. So on October 23rd, as Councilwoman Cotton was saying, at 12 o'clock noon, we're going to plant 20 gorgeous native shrubs. Native shrubs and native planting are really important to the pollinators. We're not going to have food if we keep planting non-native species because they just don't grow. And native plants absorb more water, they help the environment more. So everybody's going to meet behind the baseball field, the fenced-in baseball field in the corner. We're going to have a Sign Up Genius that we have working on that. Maybe we could put that on the town website for people to sign up. You can come by, just be moral support. You can get your hands dirty if you want to, or you could just come by and see what everybody's doing. But it's really important that we get our community involved. And we're looking, I know Shade Tree, we talk about this all the time, even though I'm not really a part of it, that we're always looking to expand the Friends of Elliott Street. They have a big group of people that really work, that park. We're Lidgerwood, Friends Foots Pond, of course, we have Burnham Park Association that's been doing that park for years and years, so, and that's in great shape. So that's all I wanted to add to that.
When is the event, Councilwoman?
October 23rd at noon, and if it's a poor rainy day, they're going to do it the Sunday after that, which is the 30th.
Thank you.
And now we're going to move on to regular business.
All righty. There is one ordinance for introduction this evening. That's ordinance O-33-2022, an ordinance amending and supplementing the code of the town of Morristown, Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-40.2, handicap parking on streets for private residences, to amend the placard number and relocate a dedicated parking space assigned to a resident of 35 Clyde Potts Drive.
I'll make a motion to introduce ordinance O-33-2022.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions from council? Okay, on the introduction of ordinance O-33-2022, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Ordinance 33-2022 has been introduced properly by title and will be considered further after a public hearing on October 11th. There are three ordinances for public hearing and adoption. Ordinance O-30-2022, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 2 administration of the Code of the Town of Morristown to authorize the hiring of entry-level law enforcement officers exempt from the entry-level examination requirement.
I'll make a motion for adoption.
Second.
Okay. At this time, I'll open the floor for a public hearing on ordinance 30-2022 only. Jillian, are there any?
There are no hands raised on mine.
Thank you. I will close the public hearing. Any comments or questions from council? On the adoption of ordinance O-30-2022, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Ordinance O-30-2022 is adopted. Ordinance number O-31-2022, an ordinance of the town of Morristown and the county of Morris, state of New Jersey, for compensation for certain non-union positions in the town of Morristown, New Jersey, and amending all ordinances concerning such compensation heretofore adopted.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance O-31-2022.
Can I have a second? Okay, I will at this time open the floor for a public hearing on ordinance number O-31-2022. Jillian? Hearing no comments, I'll close the public hearing. Any comments or questions from council? On the adoption of ordinance O-31-2022, Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster,
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone,
Yes.
Councilman Silva,
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Ordinance 31-2022 is adopted. Ordinance O-32-2022, an ordinance revising Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-17, Residential Permit Parking by amending subsection 7-17.6, Schedule of Streets of the Code of the Town of Morristown.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance O-32-2022.
Second.
I'll open the floor at this time for a public hearing on ordinance 32-2022 only. Hearing no comment, I'll close the public hearing. Any comments or questions from council?
I'll just make the comment that at last week's zoning meeting that I was watching, there was a discussion about this, so I think the residents will be very happy.
Okay, thank you. On the adoption of ordinance O-32-2022, Councilwoman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone?
Yes.
Councilman Silva?
Yes.
Councilman Umbreak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mayer?
Yes.
Ordinance O-32-2022 is adopted. There are 7 resolutions for adoption this evening. Are there any that members of council would like to pull for separate consideration?
156.
Any others? I would ask for a motion to adopt resolution numbers R-150-2022 through R-155-2022.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay. Councilwoman Cotton?
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Say yes, speak up.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Umbreak?
Yes. Oops.
I'm sorry, Councilman Iannacone.
Did you go out of order?
I went out of order. And both vowels. I got, you know what? Because I'm not going in my usual order. It comes off, and so, yeah. Excuse me. Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Silva.
Yes.
Councilman Umbreak.
Yes.
And Councilwoman Mayer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Resolution R-156-2022, resolution opposing special conditions on limited brewery licenses and requesting immediate removal of said conditions.
I'll make a motion to
Adopt.
adopt. Sorry.
Second.
Councilman Iannacone.
I apologize. I didn't get to review this until this evening. It wasn't in the original package that went out for us to review. But this, I didn't get till tonight. Couple of questions. You guys here? Can they come up? I just got a couple of questions on the resolution.
Dave, can they come up?
'Cause-
I'll open it back up.
Well, Mike, I'll ask you the questions then.
Certainly.
Yeah, sure. So are the regulations that we're opposing, are they regulations that are currently on the books?
Correct.
And are they regulations associated with the relief from COVID? Because I'm sure that during COVID, the regulations were made more lenient.
No, that's not the case.
So
is my
these are the
understanding.
regulations that were in place when the licenses were issued,
When the licenses were issued, I'm
when
sorry.
the brewery licenses were issued.
Correct, yes.
So
Yeah.
what we're asking is, and I'll tell you the reason why I feel
Okay,
uncomfortable.
certainly.
We act as the ABC Commission.
Sure.
We're actually asked to enforce the laws that are promulgated by the state.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're saying here, with no specifics, is that we are opposed to the New Jersey Division of Alcoholic Beverage Special Conditions on limited brewery licenses. So we're opposed to any limitations on this without any specifics of what we're opposed to.
If your question, Councilman, is whether or not you can oppose legislation and still act as an enforcing entity, the answer is yes, you certainly can do that. You
Yeah.
can wear both hats, if you so choose. From a legal
So
perspective,
should
you
this
can.
be a resolution or should it be a letter? You see, I don't know if we also who act as the ABC Commission should be making comments or commenting on the law where the jurisdiction for that law is actually the state of New Jersey.
Well,
And
you
then,
certainly-
in turn, we're asked to enforce the laws of the ABC.
You certainly can always send a letter. However, if you want to speak as a body, the only way to do that is via resolution.
My second concern with this is, actually, I would not mind if this was reviewed by the Morristown Partnership. Because when you do get into, and it's referred to in the resolution, and again, I just read it once right before the meeting began, there's reference there to competition. Okay, now, the venue for competition really is, I think, the Morristown Partnership, who's protecting the restaurants in town, protecting the other liquor establishments in town. I would not mind if this had gone to the Morristown Partnership first to get their opinion and also to make them aware that we're considering this type of legislation, or not legislation, resolution of
opposition.
displeasure against existing laws.
Would it be best if we table this to our next meeting?
If that's the decision of the body, certainly. You can.
You may want, I
have-
would suggest that we table it, do some talking with it, maybe socialize it a little bit with the other businesses in town through the Morristown Partnership. Yeah.
So you'd like to amend the motion to table it to the October 11th meeting?
That's,
Yes,
yes.
May I have a second?
Gentlemen are here.
I'll second it.
Okay. On the motion to table Resolution 156-2022 to the October 11th meeting, Councilwoman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone?
Yes.
Councilman Silva?
Came
Yes.
very late.
Councilman Umbreak?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Mayer?
Yes.
Okay. 156-2022 will be considered at the October 11th, 2022 meeting.
Okay, so we have no unfinished business, I see. I see no new business. Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Second it, and let us all wish Margot a happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
All right.
Is that why we have meeting adjourned?